Look, everyone, a new character. It's Bill Foster, but still a new character. Hello, everyone. MMC fan here, and courtesy of Hero Collector themselves this time round, because Bleeding Cool sadly didn't do an article last month. We have our first look at issues 135 and 136. Let's see what we've got. So, first up is issue 135, which is going to be Bill Foster from Ant-Man and the Wasp, which is scheduled to be released in the UK on Thursday, the 5th of August 2021, at the relatively new price of $15.99. At time of posting, though, the last 5 issues have all missed their release dates due to a production error with issue 126 that they have still yet to resolve. So expect this particular figure to maybe come out a bit later than written. So what do I think of this one? This one is an odd one. Most people don't like it. Most people think it's boring. It's a guy in a jacket. Is not a fan favourite character. He doesn't really have much of a role in the film, so they kind of want to skip it. But I'm going to disagree. Since the extension, we have had a tiny handful of new characters and an even fewer number of new actors. I think this is actually the second new actor we're getting. But this is Lawrence Fishburne we're talking about. He is not an unknown actor. So Egamos have actually gone out and got quite a famous likeness. And to be honest, that likeness isn't bad at all. They don't do that anymore. They have a choice of either going out and getting this big famous actor's likeness or just doing another Captain America, and they just do another Captain America. So to actually see a new actor, a famous actor of a new character that we haven't had before, I think that's quite nice. This is also the first time an Ant-Man character has been given a likeness. He is not the most exciting character in the world, I'll give you that, but I think if it was a choice between Bill and another Bucky, another Captain America, I would always choose a new character. So I'm actually okay with this one. I'm not jumping up and down for joy with it, but I'm okay with it. I like the fact he's holding the glasses. Egamos have such a problem with glasses. They've tried like goofy giant resin glasses and then they've removed them at the last minute so that they've had the character without any glasses whatsoever. They've added them into a character's hands but not made it obvious that they're there and made a load of people go, "Where are his glasses?" That was Bruce Banner. And then, of course, there was Keller, who they decided to just paint the lenses and give him no eyeballs. But now they've gone, you know what? Let's have him just holding his glasses. And he does actually do this on the movie posters. So it's a bit of a boring discussion to have, but this is my favourite use of glasses in the Marvel movie collection. And you can take that right to the bank. But anyway, Bill Foster, a boring choice, but because it's a new character, I'm actually okay with this one. Following Bill on Thursday the 19th of August, unless of course there are lots of delays, which you know there will be, and also for $15.99 is issue 136, which is Nebula in her team suit from Avengers Endgame. Okay, so this one was always going to happen. Nebula was the only main character, main team character that hadn't been given an Endgame variant, and the question kind of was posed, would they do her in her team suit or would they do her in a regular kind of orangey red suit from the film? And I'm actually quite glad they went in this direction in this particular instance, because her orangey red suit in the film is pretty much just a colour swap from the one she's already been made in before. So this does give you a different Nebula. Now, obviously, the team suit, we've had it 3 times already, and there is nothing new here. Obviously, she's a female character, the proportions are slightly different, so it's a little bit different, but it is the same suit, it's the same colour scheme, it's the same paint application. So it's not hugely thrilling. But this one does actually make sense for a repeat, because in Endgame we have 2 Nebulas. We have one in a regular outfit and we have one who's also in the Guardians outfit for most of the film, but also that comes back in the team suit and is pretending to be the real Nebula. So this is a repeat I don't actually mind, because Nebula is the only character in Endgame where you can have her on your shelf twice, and that is completely film accurate. So I don't mind this one. I actually think they should have done this one a lot earlier, because it would have been much better received than some of the other repeats we've had since. And that head as well, that is easily, hopefully the final thing comes out looking this good, because that is easily the best Nebula head they've given us. The first one was one of the worst heads in the entire collection. The second one was a big step up, but there was still some variation in the colour and things, but this one looks spot on. The shades of blue, the metal bits on her head, the bit on the top, and obviously that gold plate, which is the thing that really sets this version of her apart, that's come out really nicely too. So actually, I am thrilled about that head. I think that's the best Nebula head they've given us. And the suit, It is a repeat, but this character, it makes sense, and they've made the pose a little bit more dynamic than they could have. They've done a lot of people just standing there recently, and this one is slightly more dynamic. You know, she's ready to go and betray everyone because she's come from a different time period and is pretending to be herself. So yeah, I'm okay with this one. I'm not looking forward to it massively, like if it had been Pepper Potts or the Collector or, you know, a really, really A-list figurine like that. But of all the repeats, this one is not too bad at all. And here's how Bill Foster adds to the Ant-Man and the Wasp lineup. He's the 5th figure from the film, and as I've said, it's great to have a new character, but considering how minor Bill is in the grand scheme of things, his appearance in the collection makes the gaping absence of Hank Pym and Luis all the more ridiculous. However, of course, he is leagues ahead of that insulting phasing ghost figure, which I don't think anyone is going to buy. A quick word about those other two. Hank Pym is a complete no-no. Michael Douglas does not allow his likeness for any merch. And if you actually look carefully at the magazines, he's been edited out of all the posters and they don't show pictures of him in the magazines. So he's completely untouchable, which is a real shame. Luis, however, he got a Marvel Legends figure. So there shouldn't be any problem there unless it's a money thing. So maybe we'll see him in the future. Who knows? And here's how Nebula adds to the Endgame lineup. This is one of the biggest lineups in the collection, second only to the Infinity War lineup. Her addition was inevitable, if you pardon the pun, as she was the only character from the movie poster not to have been given an Endgame variant, as I said. So this is her first appearance in the collection outside of a Guardians film, and she fits in quite nicely with either the regular group or the sub-collection of the Team Suit figures as well. And I know quite a few people are happy to get all of the Team Suit figures. They're not going to do them all unless they extend again because there simply isn't space to do them, but they might do some more. They seem to do one in every 10 figures to keep them spread out. And just to quickly update my prediction, no Bill Foster here, though you'll notice my dream list did include Hank Pym, but I did predict an Endgame Nebula was bound to happen, so that makes 7 correct guesses on my realistic list. We only have 4 figures to go in this extension. One is almost certainly going to be Bronchar, so that leaves 3 unknowns. Praying that one of them is either Rescue or Meek, but just putting it out there that old Steve Rogers, that's a prime candidate for another repeated figure. Mark my words now. I'll be back with all the latest news as it happens, and next month we may get 3 figures revealed instead of 2, as there are 3 supposed to be coming out in September. So watch out for that. Keep on collecting.